Humans of the cardboard. This is a piece of news I've been waiting weeks for. I've been really excited to see what the next deck build pack was going to be. We have it revealed here. We've already known the name of it. The name is Crossover Breakers. That didn't really mean too much to me. I did a small discussion talking about it when the name came out. I said maybe this means there'll be some archetypes that cross over into other archetypes that already exist. I think of like Runic and Generator, how they have like crossover lore with each other. Maybe there's something like that. These archetypes won't tell us anything entirely with that, but still something to keep in mind. So let's jump into it. All we have here so far is artworks for each of the three archetypes, a name for each of the three archetypes, and a quick little one-sentence description for each. So the first one here is Rizeol. Rizeol. I don't know what that means, but okay. It is an Xseed monster. Oh, sorry. This artwork is a picture of an XYZ monster that unleashes lightning, flame, and thunder energy. Really, really cool here. Getting big Transformer vibes because not only is this a big mech, but you can already see he has like a clear engine back here, and it kind of looks like he has the hot rod flames, like he just transformed from some sort of vehicle anyway. So very cool. I can actually shrink this a little bit if we want, or center this a little better. There we go. All right, cool. Yeah, I mean, pretty cool. XYZ based. I like that. We actually have like some decent XYZ support over the last couple of years. I obviously think to stuff like Zeus. I also think of the Armored Xyz package is a pretty strong generic package there. You could throw Goblin Bikers into the mix. There's definitely some cool stuff. And if they're 100% Xyz based, maybe even the new search spell. That's the new search spell for what are they called? The Galaxy Monsters or whatever, the Tachyon cards. That Rhoda could just be a nice little piece of consistency for this archetype as well, if the main deck stats kind of line up with what that card searches. All right, very cool. Next up, oh, sorry, this is, they even give us a full name for him. This is Rizeol Deadnator. I don't know what that means, but okay. Very cool. Next up here, oh God. MAlice. I guess this is MAlice with an upside down A. I don't know fully what that means, but cool. This is, I guess, according to this is our waifu archetype here. This is MAlice Q Hearts of Cryptor. Very fun. Definitely getting like deck of cards type stuff here. Definitely because of like the hearts in the corners. They have a heart and a spade in the corner here. Pretty interesting. So this is a conquer the mysterious cyber world with countless codes. That's pretty interesting. That makes me think that this could be cyberspace. It has been a minute since we've gotten like an actual new Cybers archetype, and to be fair, we're out of the Vrains era, so I get that. I get why we haven't been getting a ton of that stuff as of late, but still cool. Here's a smaller picture that might be better. Yeah, cool. It's going to be a waifu archetype. It'll probably be somewhat of a fan favorite. I do tend to like the way that Cybers decks play. Just me personally, I do enjoy them. So I'll definitely keep an eye out for this one. I also like Xyz too, so I'm not mad at either of these. Yeah, very cool. This is, MAlice Q, Hearts of Cryptor. Very cool. We'll see. All right, and the last one here we have is Ryuka. This is a high-level theme in which 3 dragons compete for supremacy and evolve into dragons. Okay. Cool. I mean, looking at this artwork, this thing is crazy. This thing's actually, based on, like, color scheme and stuff, this is actually giving me, like, Arceus vibes from Pokemon a little bit. It's got, like, the 4 legs and stuff with, like, the gold. Definitely getting those vibes. Very cool looking. I mean, I'm not a huge dragon guy, so we get a lot of dragon archetypes. We have a lot of archetypes that I don't generally vibe with, but this one's cool. This one is Creation Dragon Flower Light Tomoe, or Tomo. Very cool. I mean, I don't know how much to make light of. Like, I don't know how much information I can draw from this, but dragon is definitely scary. There's so many good dragon cards in the game that can, like, add to an already decent dragon archetype, so we'll see. This does, though, make me wonder, like, whenever we have archetypes like this, to keep it thematically making sense, a lot of times it's like, some of the cards can be clunky. right? Just based on the lore of like these are 3 dragons competing against each other, does that mean these cards don't like work together quite as well? Maybe they're individually pretty strong, but maybe they don't work in tandem as well, and can that create some clunkiness in certain archetypes? That almost makes me wonder about something like Ancient Warriors. Not that that was the #1 problem with Ancient Warriors, but I did feel like there were decent cards in Ancient Warriors, but because the different attribute types from Ancient Warriors kind of could be clunky at times with each other, in that they didn't always generically work with like card effects that included all Ancient Warriors. Some of them needed like a wind-only Ancient Warrior, a water-only Ancient Warrior, stuff like that. Just something to keep in mind. Not that I think that's like going to be a key problem here, but it's just something to keep in mind with an archetype described in that manner. All right, so I guess to finish up here, I'll tell you, if I had to rank them right now, I would rank MAlice first because I'm getting strong Cyberse vibes. If it's not Cyberse, my tone on this archetype could switch very, very quickly. But if it's Cyberse-based, if it's Link-based, if it does cool stuff, I'm in there. So that's my #1 so far. Then my #2 is probably Rizeol. I do like XYZ-based decks, especially if they do tend to work with some of those cards that I mentioned that over the last couple of years we've gotten that really help XYZ-based decks. This could be really cool there. I'm not a huge mech guy generally in terms of the aesthetic of the archetype, but still, I think this one's a little goofy enough. This one's a little bit goofier than like, you know what I mean, the super serious ones like the Drytrons and stuff. And then the last one I have here would probably be Ryuka. Not a big dragon fan, especially not big dragons. Definitely not my vibe. So for me, it seems like the last one. Plus, like I said, the way their description kind of words out here kind of makes me think like it may not be the most synergistic archetype in terms of like playing with the like all their cards having good synergy. So. And playing well together and meshing. But we'll obviously have to see. I think at this point, do they say on here? Yeah, August 24th is when the set is coming out in the OCG, which is honestly not that far away. That is like less than 2.5 months. At this point, that's like 2 months and a week and a half. So I would expect we may go a week or 2, maybe even 3 weeks, and then we'll probably get the first archetype revealed just to keep you up to date on how news generally works for these archetypes. Generally, the way they go is they will reveal them one at a time, and they'll reveal almost the whole archetype. The first one will be a month and a half to 2 months out from the set coming out. They'll release everything but one card. Then a couple weeks go by, 2 or 3 weeks, they'll reveal the second archetype. Again, everything but one card. And then more like 3-ish weeks, 2-3-ish weeks, we'll get the final archetype revealed. Again, everything but one card. And then leading into those last 2.5 weeks, maybe they'll reveal them like one card at a time to finish up those archetypes that tend to hold those final cards till the end. And they usually hold pretty decent ones to make sure hype is really at a max going into the set actually coming out. So they try to give a little boost in hype by giving one more card that's solid to each archetype. So just to keep you in the loop in terms of how I expect these reveals to go, I would say give it 2 to 3 weeks here, and we'll probably get the first one revealed. And we'll see what order they go in. But other than that, I'm out of here for tonight. Thank you so much for watching. As always, guys, my favorite is MAlice. What is your favorite so far? Just based on artwork, just based on names, just based on these little sentence-long descriptions. I'd love to hear where you guys land on these new archetypes. But I'm out of here for today. Thank you so much for watching. As always, subscribe to the channel for all things Yu-Gi-Oh! News as it comes out. And I will see you in the next video. Peace.